Arc Raiders was supposed to be simple. Humans teaming up to fight an unstoppable machine threat. That's the dream we all bought into. But within just a few weeks, that dream fully collapsed. Nobody trusts anybody. Players kill on sight. Raids turn into ambushes. People rob, bait, and betray each other constantly.
You're amazing.
You're welcome. Glad I could help. Well, if you want to go to the control tower, I know that there is an ambush.
And the wild part, this collapse wasn't random. It was built into the game because Arc Raiders is a social experiment, and we failed. When Arc Raiders launched, the pitch felt clear. Humans versus the Arc. A world where we were supposed to stand together. And at first, people really played that way. You meet a stranger in the wild, help each other fight off an arc, share some loot, and walk away like allies. For a minute, it actually felt wholesome. It actually felt like a community. It felt like cooperation. But here's something the devs openly admitted later. The game wasn't even supposed to be this. For those of you that don't know, Arc Raiders originally started as a PvE game. No player versus player. No PvP at all. No extraction, just us versus the machines. But it wasn't fun. The CEO of Embark even had this to say. We loved every aspect of what we were trying to design, but we came to the conclusion, guys, this game is not fun. So we pivoted from PvE to PvPVE. That's important because today a lot of players are hung up on the fact that Arc Raiders should just be PvE and that PvP should have been optional. The reality is PvP wasn't optional. It never was. The devs pivoted because PvE alone did not work and the extraction format was the only thing keeping the game alive. But pivot or not, the launch experience created a false expectation amongst the community. The fantasy of cooperation clashed with the reality of the systems built underneath. Because while the story says humans unite against the Arc, the gameplay says something very different. There's feats out there like damage dealt to other raiders, damage dealt with light ammo, damage dealt with heavy ammo, medium ammo, shotgun ammo, knocked out raider search. These are real rewards baked into the system. So even if the lore does hint at cooperation, the XP system says betrayal. And in game design, there's one universal truth. Players don't do what you tell them to, they do what you reward them for. Now here's where things get wild. Once the incentives shift, human behavior starts following predictable patterns. This is classic psychology, the prisoner's dilemma. If trusting someone might get you killed, but killing them first guarantees safety, you kill them first. Or you can see this as the tragedy of commons as well, which states, a shared space with no rules always collapses when it comes to self-interest. Even more so, the breakdown of social trust. It only takes a few betrayals to poison an entire community. Reward loops kick in, dopamine kicks in, XP becomes the motivator, not cooperation. Humans didn't get toxic. We adapted to survive. We followed the rules the system created. And if all this still sounds dramatic, it really isn't. We've seen this exact problem before. Think about Lord of the Flies. Small group stranded, no rules, no structure. At first, they try to be civilized. They organize, they cooperate. But the second that fear hits, the second that resources start to get scarce, everything falls apart. People start splitting into tribes, trust fully collapses at that point, and then violence just becomes the norm. That's pretty much Arc Raiders in a nutshell. Not because other players are monsters, but because the environment pushes them into survival mode. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, there are a few of you out there that are just straight up monsters. Like you just like to kill just to kill, and y'all need to go to therapy for that. Just saying. And there's a bunch of videos out there. I've been consuming a lot of content on this, but here's the part that nobody talks about. Betrayal spreads. Fear spreads. Paranoia spreads faster than anything else in a system like this. One betrayal becomes a clip. Then that clip pretty much becomes a warning. People see it and they stop trusting strangers. No more friendly, no more don't shoot. Now they shoot first, just in case. That betrayal turns into another clip, which creates more fear, which creates more preemptive betrayal. This is called a fear cascade, chain reaction, where fear becomes contagious. And eventually, it becomes a culture. Arc Raiders didn't create toxic players. Everybody's got to stop saying that. It just created the conditions that revealed them. And now, the community is split in two. One side thinks the game should just be PvE, and that PvP should have been optional. The other side is saying,
bro, I literally get XP for killing you. Stop being soft.
I'm just playing the game how it was designed to be played. If you don't like PvP, go play something else.
And I get it. Neither side is really wrong. They're just experiencing two different versions of the game. Some are still attached to the idea of what Arc Raiders was originally presented as versus what it's actually become. Like I mentioned before about the clips, that chaos becomes content. Every betrayal turns into a TikTok. Think about how many TikTok videos you've seen of somebody getting blasted at the exfil. We've all seen it. Every ambush turns into a YouTube short. And the genius part about that is all of that turns into free promotion, free virality, free marketing. This chaos does not hurt the game. It feeds it. Arc Raiders was originally built around the idea of humans fighting machines. But the real message, it's about humans fighting humans. And if AI actually ever threatens humanity, Arc Raiders might have just given us a preview of how humans would really react under that pressure. The way I see it, we won't unite. We won't hold hands against the robots. We won't form some sort of global resistance. We'll turn on each other at the first sight, just like we did here. Arc Raiders didn't simulate a machine uprising. It simulated the collapse of cooperation. And honestly, we painted that ending ourselves. We failed the experiment. So the next time someone asks, why did Arc Raiders suddenly just become kill on sight? Remember this, games don't shape us, they just expose us. Arc Raiders didn't ruin a community, it just revealed it. I'm Tawan Hall, thank you for watching. Drop a like and subscribe for more content. Peace.